kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Rainbow Warriors offense will go to work first. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone. Mix it up, give different looks, because he's a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
He's in open space downfield. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Warriors.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So UAB's offense will have its first possession of the game. Williams looking for a man. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Blazers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. The Blazers will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They go to the ground. Spins away from the defense. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Takes the handoff. It's Barber. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. The give to the tailback. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Fires to the wideout. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Here on 3rd down for this offense. showing play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Keeps it on the draw. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Oh, he's got a chance. Got enough for the first. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
On the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Williams will pass. Under fire. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line, it's Nelson. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a crease to the left. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got his man quickly. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying him out there.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looking for a gap. It's Barber. And he he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. And the Rainbow Warriors will boot away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Williams looking for a man. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And they turn it into a defensive score.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. You got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. To the air on second down. Gets it to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Makes the grab down the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Blazers line up to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some... To try to move him out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The give out of the gun. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success.
He's loose. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rams will pass. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The Blazers will punt this one away. Wants to bring it back. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive, David.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, David.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They want that clock to run. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Let's see what they've got on second down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Now on second down. The give from the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Rush is on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Williams looking for a man. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
From the gun, running back on the move. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and, boy, that has been rare in this one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for space. It's Barber. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offense will go to work first. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the shotgun, the inside give. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
Oh, out of space. Wide open spaces. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Georgia State's offense has the ball for the first time. Offense in a split backfield. On the run, it's Montgomery. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And he finds enough run. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds a tight end. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Anthony. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catches, big fella.
Bringing the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. From the gun, the ground game. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Making side adjustments here. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Now the pitch. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the move. Short gain on the play before he slides. It'll be 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Rainbow Warriors have this offense rolling. Running back searching for a hole. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
The Rainbow Warriors kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll do it himself. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Rainbow Warriors trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Touchdown Warriors! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now the play fake. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Finding an escape route.
Return is tackled out at the 41. And your Hawaii Rainbow Warriors will take over. 1st and 10.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Underwood. Here's a heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll bring it back. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Got room to work. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, the fullback helping out his offense here, running the football. Nice job finding the hole and getting upfield. Takes a lot to bring this guy down.
And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back on the option, the give. Past the 1st down marker and still running.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
This Georgia State offense ready to go with another 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Flanagan. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its 1st touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the fullback. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Had to throw it before he wanted. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
They boot it away on fourth down. He'll take it on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They'll get this drive started from the 29. On the ground, it's Jordan. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Rainbow Warriors are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Grab near the marker, it's White. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense...
It's a seam wide open. It's a running room. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. And the punishment has been extended.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And the defense comes up with the sack. And this is the day. This is honestly not what we expected. We expected this to be a high-flying offense. You know, this trigger man is usually really, really on top of things. This is a day he would love to forget.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
At this point, it's a lot about pride for this offense. They're just trying to find a way to get on the board. They have been shut out. That last incompletion, I mean, they're now trying to take shots and see if they can just come up with something. I don't even know if they believe they can get it done. It just feels obligatory, guys, at this point. Let's just throw it up and see if something good can happen.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Looking for room. It's Barber. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hawaii. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive, attack, come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
And the Rainbow Warriors are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Give to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100.
Makes the grab, past the marker. Turning it on. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every...
will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. So Hawaii's offense will have the ball first. Might be changing the route. Takes the handoff. It's Barber. Past the 45. There he goes. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
They'll ride the hot hand. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
To the ground with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got it and still on his feet. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii.
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on fourth down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it. They score a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So New Mexico's offense will go to work for the first time. Here's the handoff. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The give on the option. Finding open areas. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Lobos come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's fourth and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
They'll go to the ground. And some room to work. Got the first down and still on his feet. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to pass, it's Green. Firing to the right, complete. Running free. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Lobos. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Running to Green. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Using his legs, it's Jordan. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The option look. Nice move to keep running. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. The Rainbow Warriors with the 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. Across the 15. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They're going to ride this running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And the Rainbow Warriors have taken it inside the 20. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time.
By this offense, late in the half, man, you want to take the lead, you want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back to throw, it's Green. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Lobos will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. The Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime.
Turning on the Jets. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. Power football with the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Lobos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient.
Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Lobos want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Green. Oh, they're after him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Third and long, and the defense dialed up. Heat, and more heat.
Man, I love that. I love being aggressive on third and long. I want the ball out of the quarterback's hands. I want to find a way to play man coverage on the outside. I want to make it very uncomfortable for you. I don't want to give you time, and the defense did just that.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking for space, it's Barber. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Rainbow Warriors can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just ran him over. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Rainbow Warriors have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at second and a mile. Give to the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it from the gun. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter.
Hawaii, 14. New Mexico, 7.
And the Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on 4th down. A quick timeout called by the kicking team here.
Timeout, Hawaii.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete. Let's see if this offense comes out swinging from the first play of the drive down late. Looking for a physical attack from the guy. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten halves to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
The RPO fired complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up, and this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. If you're the defensive coordinator, no time to worry about bust. You have to sell out to get the ball back. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Rainbow Warriors need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. He'll pitch it. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, but it will bring up a 4th down and decision time. Quarterback making checks. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Finds his man. It's Smith. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. He'll keep it himself. Creates a little room. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play calling.
To throw, it's Green. Pocket breaking down. He's loose. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Got him looking one. He wants to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Catch in the middle. It's Patterson. And he'll be smacked to the ground. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, New Mexico! He got a step and
Extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
we've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. All out of space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job.
Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the spot. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Back to throw, it's Green. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Throws to the wideout. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's gonna do it, and it went right down to the final play. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success.
Will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Hawaii's offense will have the football first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. And the Rainbow Warriors getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
The Rainbow Warriors are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive.
Wide open spaces. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Florida's offense will take the field for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. As they get set to snap it, time winding down. Oh, it's Sorsby. Quickly to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. The Gators send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes a move. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rush is on him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge, the freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Gators in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Gators will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. They go to the ground. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He'll try it again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. The give to the tailback. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to crank up the second half. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football going out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so they can win this game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Henderson. Got the first down and more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beat. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Makes the grab. It's Moore.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. The give to the back. Not much there. He gets one to the 11.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find. Offense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And the Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Barber. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Underwood. Gets it to him on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened.
It's a seam wide open. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Hawaii. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Henderson. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
Hawaii 14, Florida 0.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Gators moving quickly to the line.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Here's the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Oh, they're after him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Warriors. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And it's up and no good. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. On the move from inside his own 20. He's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Gets it out fast. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield, and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Really had a chance to stretch it out there, but I think they'll live with a 20-point lead.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner will be brought down. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There was some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm... Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Rainbow Warriors offense takes the field for the first time today. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap.
Gashing the knee on the right. Turning it on. At the 20. Touchdown, Rainbow Warrior. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
They hit the home run on the first play of the game. They didn't overthink it, just handed it off to their star back, and he does the rest.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That one's going to get a little star marker decided on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Clemson's offense has its first opportunity of the day. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jess, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Leaves it with the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Back to pass, it's Stone. That's caught, it's Williams. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
That was a third down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on third down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
He'll pull it on the read. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. And his throw is incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They went with the zone blitz that time, David, and it worked to perfection. What made it successful?
Well, a lot of times when you bring blitzes, you play man behind it. But when you sneak in some zone like this and you got all the eyes on the quarterback still able to cover spots really, really quickly, it takes that first read away from the quarterback, and the zone blitz came home.
Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. And everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
The Rainbow Warriors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
You know, as an offense, you've got to do a better job pass protecting. And you've got to start thinking about max protection at this point of the game. Because if you don't get hats on hats, your quarterback goes down on his own 2-yard line. You're lucky you didn't give up a safety.
They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. Going for it all. Makes the grab right down the middle. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Great place to start for this offense. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
To the air, it's Stone. Under fire. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pressure coming. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, the running back looking for room. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes! Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
The Rainbow Warriors back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well give it to him again.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And the Rainbow Warriors have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking for a crease. It's Jordan. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Rainbow Warriors will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Low-scoring 1st half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better 2nd half?
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Tigers want to move quickly.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that separated.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Running back searching for a hole. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
And the Rainbow Warriors are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. To the ground with the back. Gets it past the marker. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Well, what a play by the defense. They're trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession, able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Keeps it going. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Here comes the biggest drive for this defense. They need this stop the way the rest of us need oxygen. If they don't get it, they're done. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. The toss to the outside. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Rainbow Warriors with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the move, it's Jordan. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Rainbow Warriors will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Toss sweep to the right. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Got a man. It's Carson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking downfield, it's Stone. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And this really puts it out of reach. I mean, it was already a tall order, and you had to be aggressive in this situation. But now, with this turnover, this one's all but over.
Handoff from the gun. breaks the tackle. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Rainbow Warriors line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wide out, time to get it in. A late game touchdown to put 6 on the board.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. And he's just going to spike it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the returner will be knocked down. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offense will get the first swing of the game. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident but he throws his way.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Nice job on the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So the Liberty Flames offense will go to work for the first time today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, Dave.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Rush is on him. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Here's the handoff. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. To the air, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the first down and more. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 32. The Rainbow Warriors are on the move. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, and tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38? We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. If they didn't get it off in time, it'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Second down coming up. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And the Rainbow Warriors pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jason, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. This time it's complete. Breaks away on the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a 1st and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Flames trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Flames! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. The run from the shotgun. Knifing through, making the play in the backfield, and they can use a timeout and try to force them to punt. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead grows even bigger. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the big fella. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Wants to throw. It's Jennings. It's complete to the right. Oh, it's loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Showing the arm strength to the left. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. No room for return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Takes the grab. It's Daniels. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Flames come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Jennings. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is on its way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat. He's got it on the left. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. All down at the 18-yard line. A solid return after that interception.
13, Hawaii, 0.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. He'll do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Flames decide to punt it away. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They boot it away. He'll return it from around the 50. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but he'll take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up. And another great
shot toward the end zone, and they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. He'll take another shot here. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. In a tight game like this, a mistake that keeps a drive alive for your opponent, just devastating. Offense has 1st down. The give to the back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. And the Rainbow Warriors have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
The give on the inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. From the gun. Give on the inside. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. The Rainbow Warriors need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.